Hello guys. Okay, we are back with the next lecture. Today is our lecture 14. So now I will explain you the lecture on here NetBeans, because we are moving forward with the next topics, and these topic and will involve mostly code. I explain you the basic of the lecture on board, and teach you how to run the code. I will also do that here, but now I thought it's better to make the video on screen recording, so we can practice code as well as I will explain you. Okay, so today we will discuss how array work with method. Basically, method, we can say that method is equal to functions. We already discussed method lecture in method topic in our lectures. Today we will discuss the array with method, and we also discuss array two time in the previous two lecture 12 and lecture 13. You can check that. Okay, let's create main method. Okay, so this is the main method. What I am going to do the create the array and pass it to the method and perform some operation and see how we can do that by using method. For example, okay, today we will take the values from user again, and we'll check how we can take value from user. We have a scanner class I already explained, which we use in Java to take the value from user. System dot in stand for system dot input. In mean the in for taking the input from user. We will import the scanner. Simply you can do it by two ways. Simple click there and add import Java, or you can use short key alt enter, and then the class you are looking for, check it. For example, I am going to use the util scanner. I will enter it and it will import automatically. Okay, and now we will take an array. For example, array int array is equal to new int. And one thing, for example, if you want to take the size from user as well, first we will take the variable size, and then we will take value from user of size. Okay, as control space, I using the control space for auto generated sy, and control space it will show me this, but I will prefer that you will type it by yourself in start, so you can know about the syntax and to work that. Okay, system dot enter size of array, and we will create this array input. Our object of scanner input dot next int, because we are using integer, so it will win, and this int will be used, this size will be used here. So size, we take the size from the user, and now we will take the value of array from user. Okay, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than, you can use size or array the length both. Okay, so enter okay, index value. For example, I have to print that I want that first it will be enter size, and here you want to print the size. Okay, is enter size of array, and there it will be on next line size the array, and then I want to print enter array at index, or enter unvalue, then enter second value, like that. So I will use the I will have 0 in start, so I will, okay, first let's do it in the same way. Enter I value, okay, and after that I will simply array at index I is equal to input dot next int here. Okay, let's run in and check it. Okay, let me print values as well after taking. I can print that here too, but I will print it after taking the value from users. Let me copy the same loop and will print the value at I is. Here I will use array at I. Okay, let's run it and see what it will do. It will ask me array size of array. For example, I mentioned 4. Enter 0 value. I mean, it is in technical term it is okay, enter 0 value, but it should be enter 1 value, enter 2 value. For example, first value is this, second is this, and this and this, and value at 0. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay. If you want to change this, simply increment the 1 I by 1, so it will print enter 1 value, enter 2 value. Okay, so what is our target? We have to create a method and pass the value to public static void. Okay, for example, we create a method of array and multiply each of even value, multiply every value with 2. For example, perform multiplication. Okay, there will be a parameter of array because we are going to take the array from user. Okay, now what this function will do is this will simply iterate the loop. We can say we don't need to pass the array size. We will simply take it from array.length as I explained in a previous lecture, and array at I is equal to array at I multiply 2. So we are just increasing the value, multiply the value by 2. Every value at every index will be multiplied by 2, and here I print array before calling function, following method. In Java we say function, we say methods to the function, we call it method, and same will be copy and will be after array after calling the function, and here we will simply call the perform array and pass the array. Okay, let's run it. Enter size of array 5, enter 1 value. Now you see it's showing 1 because I plus 1, first I is a 0 and 0 plus 1 is a 1, then I1 will be 1 and 1 plus 1 will be a 2, and last value is 9. So here you can see that array before calling is 23, 4, 5, 12, 9, and after calling each value is the multiple of 2. Okay, let's try run it as we always do on our board. What this line will do, create scanner class object so we can take value from user, declare size declare size variable with type int. This line will simply print the line as it is. Okay, it will simply print the enter size of array, and this line will take value from user and assign it to size variable. Okay, at that stage we have a size variable in a memory, and for example is user enter 5 and it have a 5 value. Okay, then next line, the next line will, this line will declare array with that size user provided. Okay, in memory now we have a array with size of 5. It means we have array at 0, we have array at 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 in a memory. Okay, this line will simply a loop to take value from user and will simple print the line, and this value will take the value of array one by one taking from user. Okay, first I will be declare and I will be 0. I is equal to 0. It will print enter I plus 1, 0, enter one value, and when I will enter any value, like I entered a 23, I is currently 0, so array at index 0 it will store 23. Then loop will be iterate I plus plus will be I is equal to 1, 1 is less than 5, yes, less than 5 condition true. Then array at I entered 4, then increment I will be 2, 2 is less than 5 condition true, and then 2 will be, and value 2 I entered the at index 2 I enter the 5, then value will be increment I will be 3, 3 is less than 5 condition true, then it will be I enter the new value and will be entered there, and then I will be 4, 4 is less than 5 condition true, and then last value will be stored at last index 4. Okay, then next simple print the line, and then again one loop same just to print the values. At 0 it will print array before calling method, this line print array before calling method, and then value at I will be at 0 it is 23, at 1 this and this. Okay, sorry, this one before calling. Okay, after that we call the function. Let's go to the function. We pass it the array and it will start again a loop. I will mention that calling the method. We are calling the method and passing it the required parameter, which is integer type array, and it take it, and it is simply a loop. Loop will be starting from 0 and less than array.length. Array.length is a 5 and 0 is less than 5 condition true. Array at 0 will be equal to array at 0 multiplied to, what is array at 0? Array at 0 is 23, and what it will be? It will be multiplied to is equal to 46. Then I will be increment plus plus, it will be 1, 1 less than 5 condition true, and array at 1 multiplied by array at 1 multiplied by 2 will be 8. Same, it will increment 2, it will be multiplied 2, and it will store it 10. It will be 3, it will multiply 2 and it will be 24, and then it will be 4 and it will multiply 2 and it will be 18. Okay, and after that we have simply multiply line every value with 2. Okay, after that this line will simple print, and this is one will be a loop, and this will print the values after calling the function, and you can see that values are changed. Okay, so important things are here are that you can see that we simply call the function and pass it array. I did not return the array. Then after calling, its value is changed. This is the important thing here, because array works as a reference. For example, rather than array, if there will be any element, if for example size, and I am calling one function and passing it a size, calling one method and passing it a size, and it is doing the size is equal to size multiplied 2, and I did not return it. Then for example, and size value was initially 5, then if I want to print it after calling, it will be same 5 here. But in array it's not like that, because array work on reference. When you pass this array to that function, it is not created its copy, it passes it at a reference. So whenever any value is changed at any reference, it will be permanently changed. So there is no need to return the array. Yes, you can return that, you can simply do that, and you can return it, simply return array, but there is no need in that case. Yes, in if you take a new array in this function and want to return that array, then you need it to return. Otherwise there is no need to return the array, because it work on references. So when I change its value, it will be automatically reflect to the original copy. This is the important thing related to the array. It work on a references. Okay, so you can try it, this code by yourself. I will also put that code in a description of lecture, and will put also the previous code, lecture 13 code will be in a description. You can check it and you can understand it. I mention all the comments here, and you can see that, and you can practice yourself by doing multiple things, like you can pass the array to a function and get, and in return get the sum of the all element in the array, and any type of example. And one other thing is also important, that I declare this function also static. If I declare created not static, it will not be called, because it will say non-static method cannot be referenced from static context. In upcoming lectures I will teach you that what is static and how it is different from non-static, but for the meantime you can simply understand that non-static method or non-static variable cannot be referenced from any static context. So I need it to be a static, because main method is static. We can't declare main method as a non-static, so that's why I declared it as static. So keep watching, subscribe the channel, and also click the bell icon so you will get a notification about the next video, and we will meet in a next lecture. Bye bye.